Alright, welcome back everybody, and today we're going to be doing a sequel of sorts to a video done several months ago. So several months ago we basically took the Legacy Menasor and swapped the limbs using Combiner Wars. And this time we're going to do the same with Superion. So yeah, the whole thing with the Legacy slash Age of the Primes, it's like Combiners, is that they're frames and they don't really... like, you can't really swap the limbs, which was one of the big selling points of Combiner Wars, was you could like swap the limbs. But however, some people felt the torsos may have been too small, or they may not have been the sturdiest of the bunch. And people really didn't like the Motormaster mold because it was like very lanky and had strange proportions and couldn't stand very well, mostly because some of the gears and stuff you had to fix. However, Silverbolt slash Superion here didn't seem to get as much hate because it's like you had a nicer shape and yeah, it's like it was a lot sturdier. Granted, it still had some issues. Like, here's one of the things here. You'll notice that the neck joint here is a little bit broken. Like, I would recommend sanding down the little nubs on the pelvis section there so that you know, these parts don't chip. They would later fix that with Scattershot and some of the other molds, but you know, just something to consider. So yeah, then we have here the Legacy or Age of the Primes Superion. And you'll notice that the torso is like far larger, but again, you couldn't attach to Combiner Wars. However, Punchy's Lab did make a dedicated set to do that. So here we have the pieces here for the shoulders, and we have these ones here for the legs. Yeah, again, you can attach the legs no problem, but much like the other one, they tend to get a bit stumpy. So let's move this out of the way for now and focus, it's like, on the legs. So, for the sake of showing off the Scramble abilities, we're going to basically swap the legs already. Yeah, these don't really click into place, but it's not too big of an issue. Also, the white is a bit off and doesn't match properly. But again, they'll be behind the thing, so not too big of an issue. Yeah, basically, these help fill the height, if you will. So, okay. Let's swap those back down a second. This is actually the first time I'm combining these, period, on camera or without, so. Bold and daring. Alright, so far so good. Okay, let's make things a bit taller now, just, yeah. So yeah, the other ones, it's like, for the, Menasor basically plugged into the feet, but they couldn't do it on this. This one here, you just slide, so I don't know if these will be compatible with the Nemesis Prime or the I mean, not the Nemesis Prime, the Nexus Prime or the Onslaught slash Bruticus mold, but one can hope. If not, I'm sure Punchies will make a dedicated version for that. So yeah, we went over again and swapped the aerial bots, and yeah, there we go. There you can see the new Superion. It's like with the yeah, with the Combiner Wars limbs. And so yeah, like I said, I swapped the legs here and with the arms as their usual position. And that's the thing about the Combiner Wars, was that, you know, it was a very interactive line, and you know, you could easily swap any piece. I'm not sure why this one is stiff. So you can even, like, you know, match other parts for it, if you will. So in this case here, bam, you can swap it with Alpha Bravo. And that was like one of the fun things of a Combiner Wars in general, was that you could basically mix and match anything you wanted. Come on, get in there. There. Get that gun. And you can basically come up with your own combiners, and sometimes they wouldn't even have their own suggestions. Like here we have We have the white Grand Convoy, if you will. Yeah, like I've reviewed this one before, and this was like a mix of some Japanese parts and American parts to make a custom white combiner of sorts. Yeah, I've reviewed this one in more detail. I simply swapped the guns on the sides to put them on the top there, as I did with many of these. But yeah, this one has like Rook, Streetwise, Prowl, and Groove, white police-themed, police and ice-themed Autobots. Yeah. So yeah, once again, I got these from Punchy's Lab. And yeah, it's like, shape-wise, it's pretty good. Again, you can mix and swap these. It's like, so now you have like way more compatibility and other things. And you can see how it goes with the frame Menasor. There, I got the custom sword for that, which I got off eBay. But yeah, I'll put a link in. It's like from to Punchy's Lab, which I got from Etsy. And you know, you can like make your own and do your own fun stuff. You know, should choose these parts. And I'm looking forward to the Combaticons. I have at the time of this, it's like Vortex and Blastoff. So I'll try to get some of the others. It's going to be interesting to see how the framing will work with that one. But yeah. In the meantime, I hope you like this look at the Combiner Wars / you know, Age of the Prime Superion. And yeah, you know, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff, and we'll catch you next time. Later.